Welcome to another episode of Ricardo's Kitchen. So today we're going to be cooking curry chicken and vegetable rice. So one of my very good friends in Germany asked me to come and cook curry chicken and vegetable rice. So that's what I'm doing today. So as you can see, I'm in their kitchen. Alright guys, so in this episode of Ricardo's Kitchen, what I'll be doing a little switcheroonie, so to speak. So I'll be cooking here in my bathroom, but you see me switch from my friend's kitchen and back to here in the back. So it's a back and forth. So I'm trying something new. And as I said in my first video, I'll be cooking curry chicken and vegetable rice. Okay, so let's get into the kitchen and start cooking. So we are preparing our chicken. Okay, remove all the skins from our chicken, and you're gonna cut it up in nice bite-sized pieces. Okay, and I like to curry chicken with a little bone on here. There you go. And these are nice pieces to cut it in. And then after that, we're gonna wash your chicken with some vinegar, and then add our seasoning to it. Okay, so after we have prepared our chicken, washed it, cleaned it with vinegar and water, we're gonna now add our seasoning. So we're just gonna need 4 powdered seasoning for this. We're gonna use this meat seasoning, which I get from Jamaica. Also this garlic and scallion allspice seasoning, and curry, and some garlic powder. Okay, we're just gonna use these 4 seasoning, and then we're gonna use a teaspoon of each. So let's put these to the side. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a teaspoon of meat seasoning. You don't want to put too much, over season your meat. Just this amount, and spread it around nice and evenly. Okay. And as I said, what I like to do is once I put a seasoning on, I like to just get that rubbed in a little bit. You know, I don't like to put seasoning on top of seasoning on top of seasoning. I try to get the first one in. There we go. Then just rinse my hands off a little bit. It's gonna be garlic, scallion, and allspice. Teaspoon of that also. There we go. And we're going to also mix that in. And we're going to put some garlic powder. Try to put like a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. There we go, not too much. Spread it in there nicely. And also we're going to add just a teaspoon of curry also to the chicken, okay? I'm going to add that all over the meat, and then we're going to stir that in. Also we're going to add just a little piece of hot pepper. You know, this pepper is pretty hot, so you got to be careful with this one. Okay, this is not Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper. Alright, so we got to be very careful with this. We want to make sure it doesn't have too much to it, okay? Some people call this ghost pepper, but that just be enough. Add it in, and if you need more pepper as you go along, as you're cooking, because curries normally cook a little bit spicy, so if you need more, you can always add more pepper to your meat when you're cooking. Alright, and that's good. So we're about to put this to marinate in the refrigerator and let it marinate for about an hour or 2. And so, you know, as usual, we gotta wash your rice. So let's wash your rice first and get that starch off. And kind of, as you can see, all that white starch, you're trying to wash it off as much as possible until you try to get the water clear. There we go. As I said before in previous videos, we normally wash your rice probably about 3 or 4 times. Sometimes you just gotta do as much as possible to clear the starch from the rice, okay? Or try to get your water as clear as possible. You may not get it super clear, but at least you wash your rice and get rid of any remnants that may be on your rice. There we go. Just gonna do this one more time. There we go. Lovely. Alright, so while our rice has been washed, we're gonna add our mixed vegetables. And this has already been washed and cleaned up. I'm just gonna add some water, just enough to cover both the rice and the mixed vegetable. There you go. As I said, you don't want to put too much water in there to float your rice, so to speak. And turn the stove on. We're about to add our butter and salt to it. So we're gonna add a spoon of butter and half a tablespoon of salt. And this should work with about a teaspoon. That's it. That's all the salt. Try not to over salt the rice. It's not good. All right. So I'm gonna leave that to cook as normal, 20-25 minutes, and then we're gonna start working on our chicken. Okay. In the interest of time, I went ahead and started preparing my vegetables that I'm gonna put in the pot. See some potatoes I'm cutting up. I already cut up some carrots, some bell peppers, onions, hot pepper, and thyme. Okay. There you go. That's it. These are very small potatoes. There you go. So now that our pot is very hot, we're gonna pour some oil in there. Just a little bit, not too much. So that should be it. And just swirl it around, try to get it evenly distributed all over the pot. Nicely. And this is the process we're about to do. It's called burning the curry. We tend to do that when we're cooking curry. Help to prevent from any tummy aches, okay? So what we do, we take like a half a teaspoon, in this case a tablespoon, so we take just about a little bit less than a half. About this. And we are going to put this in a pot and let it just heat up a little bit. As I said, this is called burning the curry. And just swirl that around. There you go. Make sure you get that evenly distributed all over the pot, okay? That's it. And then we're about to add our chicken. So we're about to add our chicken. There you go. Nicely. Make sure you put it evenly distributed in the pot. And it's good to also have a non-stick pot, okay? So your chicken doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. Okay. And you just let that cook for a few minutes. The chicken is being cooked. You're gonna just, as usual, put a little foil paper over the rice to help steam a little quicker and remove any excess water that's in there, okay? Just gonna cover it like this. There we go. And this helps through the process of cooking the rice and also removing any excess of water that you may have in your rice. There we go. Nice one. So we're gonna try and turn your chicken. Try to get a little color, you know. And then after that, we add our seasoning, like for scallion or thyme. So when you look at the chicken turn, just keep turning them. There we go. They're coming on nicely. Try to get a little color on them. There we go. Also, please remember to turn your rice pot down on low flame, so prevent the rice from burning. So now that our chicken has gotten a little color on there, been cooked a little bit, we're going to add our onions so we can mix our seasoning with our meat, okay? Onions, peppers, and thyme. Get it all in there. We're going to leave our carrots and potatoes for last. There we go. Get that in there. Good. And then after that, we're going to mix them in. So let's stir these in. Some people normally add ginger to this. Just a little piece of ginger, but I won't be adding no ginger today. Also, that's why we gotta also burn the curry. That will help to prevent any form of tummy ache or anything like that, okay? I'm just gonna allow this to cook for about 3 minutes. Then we're gonna cover the pot, let it cook for 2 more minutes, and then we're just gonna add a little water to it and let it simmer down, and then add our potatoes and carrots. So we just like to get all the seasonings cooked in it, okay? So now that our seasoning is cooked in, stir again. And then this time I'm gonna put the lid on there and let it cook for another 2-3 more minutes, and then add some water to it, and then let that to simmer down, okay? It's coming out lovely. Put our lid on, and we allow this to cook down for another 2 to 3 minutes. So now that our vegetable is being cooked into the meat, I'm about to add some water to it, just a little bit of water, not too much. So we just generally use the same bowl that we had seasoned the chicken in, because we put it back in the refrigerator. Gonna use all that seasoning that was left in the plate, in the bowl, and just pour that in there. And then we're gonna add our carrots and our potatoes, okay? And just let this simmer down for another 10 minutes or so. So let's add our carrots and our potatoes. There we go, let them be evenly distributed. And we'll just let this cook down into it, okay? We'll check back around 7 to 10 minutes. Okay, so let's check our curry chicken. There we go, as it's cooking down nicely. There we go, look at that. Also, you could add a few pimento seeds if you have any. Not a lot of people know how to, or know where to get pimento seeds from. We can get it from like a local store that's close by that sell Jamaican products or African products. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this cook down some more. Get our potatoes a little bit more soft and carrots a little bit more soft. And while that's being cooked down some more, we're gonna check on our rice. And look at that, guys. Our rice is cooking down nice. You can take a look. See that? Nice and fluffy. So we're just gonna remove the foil paper and just cover it like this. And let it cook for about 2 more minutes, 2 to 3 more minutes. As I said, make your stove be on low and let it cook down for about 2 more minutes. And then we check back on our curry chicken in about 5 to 6 minutes, okay? Okay guys, so our rice is literally finished. And then we just do a little test to show that it is properly cooked through and through. Here we go, all nice and fluffy. Rice is not sticking, see? It's not sticking. That's cooked nicely. The rice is totally finished. There we go. Then you can go ahead and turn the stove off for rice. Nice one. Look how lovely this look, guys. And now let's go ahead and check for our chicken. And we can turn our stove down on medium flame, okay? Our chicken is coming on very lovely too. Our potatoes are getting very soft, and our carrots are getting soft. We kind of use it like a marker to see when it's being simmered down nicely, because we put them in last, okay? See? Nice yellow rich look from your curry chicken, and you will want that. We could also go ahead and remove the thyme sticks from our pot. Some people like to let them in, but I like to remove them, so I'm gonna go ahead after this and remove them from out the pot and let this cook down for another 5-6 minutes, and then we should be ready to put this on a plate. Okay? Well, as you could see, our chicken is now finished, and we could go ahead and put this on a plate, okay? Nicely. There we go. So we just put our rice on our plate, and we're about to pour our curry chicken on. And be careful with curry, because curry stains clothes, stains a lot of stuff, so you gotta be careful when you're cooking curry, okay? Try not to let the curry get on your clothes or get in anywhere that you could stain, and if it's spilled, try and wipe it up quickly as possible, okay? Let's put that right there nicely. Put some potato on, and after that I'm gonna put a little bit of the sauce on there. I don't like to eat a lot of sauce on my food, so I'll just add a lot of potatoes. There we go. Add another piece of meat right here, and let me get another spoon so I can put some sauce in there, and then we should be finished. I'm going to add just a little bit of some vegetables, also a bit of lettuce and some cucumber that I prepared earlier on, a little bit of French dressing, okay? And that's it. All finished already. So there you have it, guys. Curry chicken with vegetable rice with some lettuce on the side and carrots, potatoes and cucumber and a little bit of French dressing. So like, subscribe, and share, and see you next episode. Bye, guys.